Oh, gee, oh, we started. Oh, gee. Whoops. Oh, geez. I guess I started faster than I thought I would. My bad, my bad. Okay, hold on. You guys are going to hear a few things get reset here. Some music. Okay, music's done. We turn down the volume a little. I missed yesterday, but that's to be expected. Well, it's not to be expected. Actually, I caught everyone by surprise with it, but that's okay. That's okay. Today's going to be an animation kind of day, you know? It's going to be one of those days. Let me just turn on... Let me just turn on a few things here. Okay. Mic is done. Okay, YouTube is now playing. Beautiful. I don't see chat anywhere. Excuse me, jeez. There's chat. Okay, okay. There we go. Now let's link the Discord because I forgot to do that. Man, what's up with my internet lately? Jeez. You'd think it's like I don't pay my internet bill, but no, it just doesn't, man. Let's see, let's copy, paste, link, everyone. Yes, let me pull up it on my phone so I can see you guys without like having to go the whole way over here. 1 second. One hot second. Boom, boom. Hold on. Okay, there. Beautiful. All right, I'm set. How's everyone doing today? Oh my goodness gracious. We need to get caught up where we're going with this stream. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on. The demo was released, but obviously it's very flawed. Very flawed. It's very flawed. But what I'm thinking is today we take a step away from bug fixing and ability shit, and we just do, oh, this is the release version. And we just do animations. So we play Little Cat, we play a couple of catchers, we play. Wait for the turn to eventually end. Okay, beautiful. Vultures. He plays a furfly. Okay, so here's a bug. I know this is gonna be a bug. I'm gonna press Dead or Alive, which triggers all death effects. Vultures should each gain 1/1, but watch this. This got +2/+2. This got nothing. So it's applying the correct amount of stats, but it's all going on vultures. So that's a major bug. Oh, and it resets to 0. AI. Oh, it ended its turn. Oh, geez. So it reset to 0, but if I do it again, it's 5/6, which is super weird because now it got +3/+3. Then I do it again, and then I got +2/+2. Like, what the fuck? It's such a weird bug. I don't even know where to start with it. There's Firefly Queen. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing again. So we're gonna play. Now I got 10, 11, 12, 13, Bone Dragon. So now it'll get stats again. But with Bone Dragon, it got +3/+3 and it stayed. Which is so weird. I don't understand. I don't know what's special about it, you know? I don't understand what's unique about like Vulture in this scenario that like would need that fixing. So it's 23, 24, 26, 27 because there's 3 vultures out. So now it gets +3/+3, +3/+3. So now with triggering all death effects, Profane Bloom, this should get 32, 33. And that was 33, 34. What the fuck? So there's a lot of little bugs we have to fix, but we're gonna put those aside for now. Right now, we're gonna do animations. Now keep in mind, fuck, I'm lagging again. We may have to sacrifice YouTube. Ooh, I saw some dropped frames there. That's not good. Look at those, 60 dropped frames. What the shit? 0.8% of the stream lagged? Ugh, disgusting. Disgusting. So what we're gonna do today is without shaders, we're gonna have animations. So here's what I'm thinking. What I'm imagining is based on the characters, the cards, the creature's life is how big the animation is gonna be. So with Schrodinger's cat, it's a 1/1, right? Which is like the smallest a creature could be. So what I'm imagining is when we play it, there's some... Okay, so here's the thing, right? Every element has bevel colors, which is the colors around the art. So around Schrodinger's cat's art, you can see there's like a different color of like bevels, or it's really tiny. I know. Hold on, let me zoom in for you. This might help. Boom. Okay, you see around the art, there's some bevel colors going on. Those colors are actually part of the object class card, creature, whatever, right? So what I'm thinking is that when you play a creature, like those bevel colors can come out of the square where you play it based on how big the creature is. So this is just going to be like a few lines kind of deal that'll just go out and then dissipate, right? That's what I'm imagining in my head. So let me just draw this out so you guys understand what I'm saying here. Paint. Okay, so what I'm imagining in my head, right, is you have your little creature that you just played here, right? So if it's a 1 vertical line, so if it's a 1-1, right? Well, what happens? Well, what I'm thinking is that you're gonna see, well, if it's entropy, is you're gonna see some dark lines go out. Whoops, where's the square? Is you'll see dark lines like start here. It'll be like on it, right? Fuck. There. It'll be like on it, right? And then it'll go out again. Oops. And then it'll go out again like this, 1 pixel at a time. And then right behind it is a slightly lighter, maybe more alpha version of the dark one, right? And then we do the same thing again. So it goes dark purple again on the outside, then a lighter purple. Oops, that was a mistake. Then a lighter purple. And then even beyond that, we can go even we can go even lighter. So something like this. And then eventually, like, it'll dissipate out. So there'll be like a space in between. That's what I'm imagining in my head. So that's what we're gonna do. Luckily, we already have bevel colors, and that already accounts for like 2 colors. So I'm hoping that's good enough. Fonzie, hello. Welcome. Oops, that was the wrong button. Hello. Anyway, so that's gonna be the plan. We're gonna play a Schrodinger's cat after we end our turn. Beautiful. Schrodinger's cat, and we're gonna have like a little bit of a purple like boom come out of that. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna take a step away from abilities. Ready for summer? I got nothing going this summer. Chat, hear me out for a second. Before we get started on animations, can I just talk to you guys for a second? I was thinking, okay, of improving my programming skills. So there's a university called University for the People, which is as cheesy as it sounds. Basically, it's a low-cost university that's nationally accredited, not state accredited, so it's significantly less prestigious. It's accredited in the same way like University of Arizona Online is accredited, or whatever that is, right? The cheesy one. Anyway, I'm thinking, is what happens if I get a bachelor's degree in computer science? Now, I'm not saying I would ever use this degree in real life, but I am saying that the entire degree is like $5,000, and it's over the course of like 2.5 years. And I feel like, you know what? To just learn computer science, it would be a pretty good one, right? I would never use this for like an actual career, but like I could learn a lot here, right? $140 per course. Like I could do that. And I have you guys, right? We could learn together. So I'm thinking maybe we get a bachelor's of computer science. And if we want to do another 9 months, master's degree, information technology, we could do it. Yeah, but it's usually like national students who need like an American degree. It's for that kind of situation, so it's really cheap. But you know what? Why not? You know, we could do that. All right, let's do some animation. Now the question is, how do I do animation? Which module is it going under? God, I want module for like game logic. Holy shit, just to get all this out of my face. Do I? Can I? Can I just import everything? I kind of wanna. Can I just do that? Just get all these functions out of my face. Is there anything that is... Oh, I do need these, don't I? Well, these are all, like, parametered, right? This is all unique to the main loop. I bet I could get away with this. Hold on. Let me just quickly try this real quick. We're going to try to get a module going to just clean everything up. So add module, module interface unit. This will be logic. We'll say game logic. Okay, so under the game logic module, you're going to have import game logic, export module game logic, beautiful. And we're going to import all of this. And then we're going to export at the end, right? Import, import. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. Module interface, import. Okay, so we're going to try something. We're going to try exporting all of this. Let's see if this works. Oh, God. Export. Me, 71,000 pounds in debt for a master's degree in physics I'm never going to use. Ah! It's okay. Hey, you know, there's a lot of opportunities out there, chat. I don't think it's a waste at all. I would highly recommend everybody get a college degree of some kind. I'm a big fan of go to college no matter what. My question would be, how much feedback do you get on your projects? Very personal opinion, but the most important part of college is having someone who can tell you your weakness. Buddy, I have a Twitch channel, okay? I'm gonna show you guys my homework, and if I do something wrong, you guys will kill me. So, you know, that be how it be. Okay, so this is gonna look goofy, but we're gonna clean this up. So we're gonna copy all of this logic. Wow, that's a lot of logic. Jesus. We spent a lot of time on this project, chat. Render cards in hand, draw borders. Okay, that's the interface. Okay. Copy. Paste. Now, do I have to export all of these modules? Let's find out. All right, delete it all. And then delete these. Okay. Nothing's breaking yet. And then all that has to stay, unfortunately. This has to stay for now. These are just building the decks, but there's gonna be a cleaner way for us to do that later. Have you been staying clean since the cleanup, Gary? I got a few things to clean up. It's not as bad. You know, things happen, chat. I've been busy. Jeez. Getting all up in my shit. Do I even need these? Do I even need to prototype something if I'm... Hold on. Well, let's just make sure. Does this even work? It does not. Why does it not? GUI is an undeclared modifier. GUI is an SDL texture. Draw UI. Start turn is undefined. Okay, so I do need to export all these. Okay, sweet. I wasn't sure if exporting the prototype would be enough, so just give me a second here. We'll just export all the functions manually, which is fine. Once this is done, we're good for a long time. Because now we're going to have a separate animation module, but that'll be a thing. Export, 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 export. All right, go. Fuck. Error counts exceeds 100. Oh my God. Is an undeclared modifier. What? Draw a card from deck is undefined. Oh, because it doesn't have the... No, it does have the module. Dude. The fuck? Do I need to save it? I am really scared about saving this. I don't want to save it. Fuck it. It has to be done. We're saving it. So what's going on here? Identifier draw a card from deck is undefined. Missing a semicolon. What? Are one of these like missing a semicolon? No, I don't think so. It looks clean. We're importing everything correctly. This is not importing game module, which is breaking all the functions. So did I delete a semicolon here or something? Well, let's go through the errors one by one. Vector is not a member of standard whatever. What? What do you mean Vector is not a member of standard? Oh, did I not import the standard library? Oh, shit. Wait, did I not hear? Oh, did I not copy it? Oh my God. Well, that explains a lot. Next. Oh, it worked. Oh, based. Okay, that was easy. Well, look at that, chat. God damn. That was really easy. Our main is so much cleaner now. Okay, is it still... Hold on. I just want to make sure Vulture is still buggy, because that shit... Oh, that worked. Okay. Well, it reset. That's not good, but... Okay, hold on. We got something going here. Vulture did count stats correctly, but I think it's because it only have one Vulture. I mean, it's doing its job correctly. It's just now, now it just won't. So now it should be 7-8, 8-9, 9-10. It's so weird how like one Vulture, if I can get its stats to not reset, we're a lot more closer than you think, but we're not gonna worry about that. Okay, so now the next big test. Can I do this? I can't, right? I need deck. What do I need here? I need deck, I need load game. And I probably need field. I need a lot of these. Yeah, I probably need all these. Okay. In any case, we're really a lot more set than we think we are. So this is our new main. Very short, very clean. This is just gonna be like the main game. In fact, a lot of this logic is still going to be moved out, but it's going to look kind of like the render where it's like, all right, clear the previous render, draw the UI, draw all the creatures on the field, render cards in hand for each player, draw all lives and numbers with fonts and all that. And then either render card if mouse is over something or otherwise, you know, don't. And then set the render draw color and then render presence. So just render the screen again, which is sweet. And then hold off on progressing the frame until time passes if it needs to. There you go. That's our main loop. All we have to do is clean up input now, and we got some juicy times. All right, excellent. That worked out better. Step one. Now we're gonna need a new module again. So add module, and we're gonna call this one animation and sound. Yes, we want them all in the same thing because game logic is going to use this for all things. Actually, if we're importing the, hold on. Okay, if I'm importing game logic, do I need the rest of this? Game loop use of void is not valid. Okay, never mind. I do need it. Okay, sad. All right, next. Animation and sound. Oh, baby. So close out of cards, fonts, textures, initialization, elements, load game, keep game logic, keep the game loop, and then animations and sound. Okay. So what are we gonna do for this? It is a module interface. We need to import What are we importing? We need to import the standard library. We need to import SDL.header. Import. Oh, this is where we get our audio for. Hold on, let me make sure we have the right thing being imported here. Fuck. Ugh. There we go. Near replicant Song of the Ancients. I don't know if that's actually a great song or not. Lazy Foo. I know this is not a good tutorial, but it's good enough for us for audio right now. We should be using SDL3, but grumble. If they're gonna redo audio in SDL3, can we just... can I just use it? SDL3. Had a binary compatibility library that will run SDL2 applications on the SDL3 runtime, similar to what the 1.2. Here's a current SDL3. Hold on, we're actually going to use ChatGPT here because this is like a great use case. One of the few times I would ever recommend it. SDL3. Give a simple... fuck. I have an SDL2 application and I want to use SDL3 features for audio. Is this possible? As of my last update on 2022, SDL3 has not been officially released. Wow, thanks ChatGPT. Oh my god. Okay, so we have 3.0, but I don't just want to update the whole project because it will break. I guess I gotta use the old way. Disgusting. Alright, where's my sound? Where are ya? Where's my sound? Mutexes, semaphores. We don't need any multi-threading yet. Render to texture, texture streaming. Particle engines, audio recording. Okay, we don't need to record audio, although it is cute. What we need is to play audio. Oh wait, we're not doing audio yet. Never mind. We're doing, sorry, I read sound and animation. We're doing animation first. That's not even a worry. Okay. We don't need image or anything. In fact, we might not even need SDL yet. So in that case, let's import, well, what do I need? I'm thinking if there's any other animations I need if I'm gonna play something. Everything that needs animations is either gonna be a spell or it's something I play on the field. Data science, thank you. Thank you for the follow. I haven't seen you here before. Hello, I think. Hi, what do you do for fun? What do you like VTubers or do you like programming? So if we play, okay, if all we want to do right now for animation is just play Schrodinger's cat, just throw the creature on the field. We don't need anything besides these two because we're not going to use shaders, right? We're just going to draw this randomly. The only thing I need is the size of the box to start from. We do need to import an SDL3 color. On my creatures, do I have that saved? Okay, hold on. As part of my thing, do I have an SDL color for bevels or is that manually done? Or is that part of elements? Oh, it's part of my element module, isn't it? Yeah, quanta font color, quanta bevel color. So, I don't need to import elements, but it does mean I need to get those colors from somewhere. And how do I do this? I'm trying to think about how to do this without calling, I guess I would go into like game logic, right? It's like whatever card you play animation, and use the bevel color of whatever element you're playing. Okay. LOL, hi. Well, raffle you, hi. Hello, hello. What kind of programming do you do? So if that's the case, I don't need to import anything, but I do need to remember to use SDL colors specifically because the elements, depending on the element you play, is going to be that color animation. So entropy would get like a shade of purple, gravity would get like a shade of brown, life would get a shade of green, and we have those bevel colors as part of the cards themselves. So like death would get like a shade of gray. In fact, here, let's have him play a card here, or not. Like life here would get like a dark green, it looks like. Okay, I can vibe with that. It's more subtle, but I like it. Okay, so do I need to know the field point value in order to know what box size? No, I can just use the render rect, right? I just have to remember the render rect is going to be 1 pixel off of the animation. I have to remember that. I think, I mean, it doesn't have to, but I want it to. Okay, so let's draw. Let's do export, auto, on, animation, on creature. Play. Animation on creature play. Animation on animation creature play animation. Let's do that. I like complicated titles for like visual stuff. What do we need for this? We need an SDL color. Well, you know what we do need is first an SDL renderer pointer renderer. We're gonna need a SDL frect. Ooh, do we want to do an frect? Ooh, is it an frect? I don't remember what we used for card render boxes. Actually, it's gonna end up being the field point render box, isn't it? Field point value is an frect. Okay, sweet. Frect, and we'll call this rect because we're gonna use it a lot. And then this is not going to be by reference, but it will be by const. Actually, we can just do it by reference. Who gives a shit? And then what else? What else? We're going to need an SDL color. SDL color reference. And we are going to change it so we don't actually want it by reference. It's going to be a copy. I want to make a copy here. We'll do color 1. And then SDL color 2. And usually bright one goes on the bottom right, dark one goes on the bottom left. Or top left. That's usually how it works, I think. So we have the box that we play the creature with on the field. We have the renderer to actually change stuff. We have colors to apply transparency to as it expands out. And then I need to know life. So for creatures, what is that number gonna be? I think it's just an integer, right? I just want to make sure I know exactly. Let's see here. Card font. Oh my god, really? Let's see. Bool, ability, SDL point, element. Int life. That's the number I need. Okay. So we need int const int reference. Well, it's an int. Who gives a shit? Life. Okay. I think that's all I need for the entire function. This is going to return void. So now export this exact line again. Except on the next line, do the function. All right. So what are we doing here? What's the plan? Well, we need to SDL set color key. No. Set, maybe it is color key. SDL surface. No. There's a way to set color. Close audio. No. Convert surface, no. Convert pixels, no. What I want is I want something to set color key, set render, draw color. No, but it's close to that. Set. I need a way to set transparency, and I think I have to look through game logic for that. There's a draw border function, right? All right, bring me down to that draw border function. Uh-huh. Move cards in hand, no. Draw life and numbers, end turn, draw border, okay. Set, render, draw, blend mode, that's what it was. Set, render, draw, blend mode. Ah, there we go. That's what I needed. And we need to set it to blend. And the reason why is because we're going to be setting certain things off and on, which means at the end of it, we need to set the blend mode to none and set the draw color to black. We just have to remember to do that because we're going to change around the colors and all that stuff. Basically doing exactly what's here, except we're going to make a little animation out of it. So, how do we do this? How do we do this? So what I'm thinking is that the distance, well, no. I was about to say the distance of like the animation when you play it, if it's gonna be like a line, like a wave of lines going out, pixel by pixel. Because we don't have shaders, we have to be exact with it. So I thought we could do it based on life, but it's more like, it's not gonna be like, hold on, let me draw this. It's not gonna be a situation where it's like, oops, that was ugly. It's not going to be a situation where like this amount is like life and this amount is like distance for like the square to go out after you play the card, right? It's not going to be like a perfectly linear thing where it's like it's going to be, oh, one pixel distance, 15 life, 15 pixel distance. It's going to be more like this. It's going to be like no matter what, there's some animation that plays and then it'll go up. Then it'll go up, then it'll go up. And basically we hit like thresholds for life is basically how long the animation is gonna play for. That's what I'm imagining in my head. So if that's the case, we need to set some variable based on how much life we have. So what we need. Hi there, Space Cadet Aphrodite, how's it going? Int distance animation. Anna distance, we'll call it that. Int Anna distance is gonna be initialized at 0. If, do we just make a switch statement out of it? We are gonna be doing this one function. How many times are you playing it? Like 3 creatures a turn, once per second? We can do a couple of if statements. Great, I got some new PRs on Beat Saber, pretty happy with myself. Ah, cute. Wonderful, love to hear it. Space Cadet Aphrodite. Fine, we'll do a switch statement. Okay, switch, life. Yeah, based on life. Then case. 1, 2, 3. What do you guys say? 1 to 3 life? That's plenty for like... How do I do a distance in a switch case? Uh-oh, hold on. Say my name's so angry? No, I say it with abstination. That's what I say it with. I don't know what that word means. Hold on. Was that good or bad? Abstination. The practice of abstaining from something. The practice of not doing or having something that is wanted or enjoyable. What? That's not true at all! Thank you for the bit! Don't know what abstination means? Ah! Hold on. Control F. Switch. Okay, hold on. How do I do arranged on the switch? Case 1, 2, 3, 4... 6, 1, 2, 3, returns, breaks, 1, 2, 3. Is there really no ranged in switch statements? Reddit, C++, switch statement, range of numbers. Oh, I know what it is. Case 1 or 2 or 3. I think that's how you do that. Aw, thank you, thank you. I think that's how you do that kind of case statement. But in any case, then it's gonna be Anna distance. What are we imagining in our heads for like distance of like animation? Like if we play a Schrodinger's cat and we had a proliferating square based on the bevel colors of the art, how far should that distance be? It should only be like, I'm imagining maybe not even distance. Maybe it's like speed of the animation too. Where it's like if you play a little cat who's like a 1/1, it's gonna be really quick. It's gonna be like you play it, it's like boom, and like that's it, right? But it's gotta be like a quarter of a second at least. Well, here maybe all the animations are the same. And it's just distance. I don't know. This is where I kind of want like a multi-core CPU setup, because then I could just set one core to just play animations at its own pace, completely independent of any game logic. I wanted to make the streamer remind us of what the time shield is. I'll do that later. Oh, the time shield? The time shield, well, back in my day, there was only one time shield. The time shield causes a time bubble. So what happens is creatures, oh, this is a tricky one. What happens is every other turn, creatures are frozen in time. So they will attack. I think the way it works is they attack, they do damage, then they're stunned for one turn effectively, and they're completely locked in a time bubble. And then they unlock themselves and then they can attack again. Or do they immediately bubble and then they can attack the next turn and then it's every other turn? I don't remember which order it's in, but it's basically reduces all damage by half. What's the name of the time shield? Oh, fuck, I don't know. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I'm terrible with shield names. I know Permafrost Shield, and that's it. Oh, and Thorn Carapace. Fuck that shield. Elements, the game, wiki. Oh, I don't remember what time shield is at all. Procrastination! Oh, that's the joke. Okay. All right, Chief. I'm working on exporting some nymphs right now. Hope is a shield. Hope is a shield. Iconic shield, I would argue. I would say the three most known shields are Hope, Permafrost Shield, and Fog Shield, maybe? That's pretty iconic-ish. It's just really good. I know that because I'm a fan and I'm learning. Dimensional Shield? Oh, Phase Shield, right. You're completely immune for 3 turns, but the shield gets stolen instantly. That's right, that's right. That's a Aether's Shield. Well, let's do both. Let's do a distance and let's do a time. And a time. We'll do that. Do we do chrono? Animation speed depending on which creature. How about have it depend on the ratio between attack and health? I mean, we could do something like the more life the creature has, the bigger the AoE, and the more attack the creature has, the slower the animation. No, I just want it based on life. Just the weight of it really is all that matters. There's no need to get more complicated than that. I do need a separate integer though for animation time. I don't want every creature to have the same animation time, you know? I'm just imagining in my head what I want. It's so hard to decide. I'm just imagining like, okay, I play a Schrodinger's cat. What's that gonna look like? And then I play like a mountain dragon or something. And it's just like the super heavy creature with like 30 health, or like colossal dragon. You play it and it slams onto the field. Like, how much bigger of a slam do I want that to be relative to the cat? I don't know. It's hard to say. Well, either way, the cat's not going to be very big, so let's make that look good at least. So we'll say 10 pixels. 10 pixels is pretty tiny, but I kind of want it to be tiny. And then Anna time is equal to, well, maybe I don't care about time right now. I kind of care about time. This is where it gets difficult to do animation, right? Because it needs to go up. I need to call the function once. So maybe we give this like some Boolean value where we can do it like the AI, where it calls this function every frame. Speed is the same, distance changes. Yeah, I guess. I know I'm lagging right now. I don't know what's going on with my internet. It happens lately. Yeah, let's keep it the same then. But we still have the same problem where how do we construct the function in a way where I'm thinking that we do this like AI, where it's called every frame. I think we can do that. We have a lot of room to play with on our frames, you know? We have, what, 8 milliseconds per frame. 1.5 milliseconds is going to be sound. Currently, we probably only consume, like, 1.5 to 2 milliseconds, because that's even with drawing all the UI. So we have a lot of time in between each frame. I bet even with only 8 milliseconds, we can get away with calling all animations. I mean, I am interested in testing what happens if you play like 8 creatures in a row, but it's a pretty easy to draw animation anyway, so I think it'd be fine. So now, while, no, we'll do the other animation back there, right? Oh, how do I set the Boolean value though? Well, I'm thinking about how to construct the function before we can get into the actual animation, you know, because that's going to dictate how we actually construct this animation function. So under our main game loop, do we treat it like AI where, you know, while the timer is going on, if there's a move to make, do the thing. So we just have a separate Boolean value here called like, bool animation to play, and then go with it. I mean, we could do that. And then if this is false, run this again. If it's true, you know, then the animation's done. My only worry though, is how do I keep calling this function? Because this only happens, excuse me, this only happens when we play a creature. Like, how do we, if this only happens when we play a creature, I mean, I have our logic to like add creature on field and stuff. Do I just have another function here for like play the animation? Or as part of the add creature to field function, is that in this module? No, it's under my field module. Make miscellaneous field, add creature to field. So, I mean, we have the life of the creature. We have the field point value. But I don't have the creature itself, which means I don't know the element of the creature. That's gonna be a little difficult. I guess I could just not. No, I kind of care. I do want every element to have its own, you know, color when it comes to like playing the animation. If I ignored that, I could just go under our field module, have it import animation and sound, and just play the animation whenever we add creatures to field here. Because this already returns a Boolean value. And all this is dictating is if it can play the oh, that's... The whole point of this return value is, hey, if you found the spot, return true. Otherwise, keep looking for a new spot to play a creature. That's the whole point of this Boolean value. So if we add creature to field, we already have the temp creature, everything here. Same with the AI turn. It's very similar logic. The problem is... The problem I'm thinking is either we call this function recursively until it's done, but then nothing else happens in the game until the animation's done, or I'm doing this wrong. What I'm thinking is like, this is where like having a multi-core setup would be nice, just because we could like use a core just for animation. And no matter what happens in the game, it completely independent of like game logic, it'll play the animation. That's where it gets a little bit tricky. Because drawing the border is easy because it's just a one-time thing. Because I mean, if the animation is like, I don't know, a quarter of a second, that's still like 30 frames. So I'd have to call this function every frame, increasing. This is where I'm either thinking chrono comes in, so we can do timing stuff. Do we have two different functions? One to start the animation and another one to continue the animation? Based on this information? And then we would call that continue animation function to like progress everything once every frame. That's tricky. I don't know which one we should go with. Let me do a little research on stream together to see what the internet thinks. Reddit, C++, animation game dev. Well, let's do this. Animation, SDL2. SDL, I don't care. How, about management frames of an animation with SDL? Without knowing how a sprite sheet is made, we already know a sprite sheet. Animation timer. But it's pretty inconsistent and unreliable. Your delta time calculation is backwards. Update enemy, float time. If time minus last time change is greater than 0.5, update animation frame 2 times a second. Enemy frame, enemy last frame. Oh, do I need a struct? You really only need the enemy's position and frame number. You can directly calculate the distance rectangle when rendering it using our entity's 2D coordinate. Just takes the entity's 2D position, subtract half its sprite length, width, height from that, what to use. So you give it speed based on its animation. So we need animation, frame animation. Give it logic so every certain number of frames it updates. I want it updated once per frame. We're going to do frame-based animation. The game is only going to be 120 frames a second. Maybe it does a little wiggle. I'm not looking for wiggle. It's more like the game's logic is 120 frames a second, right? So what I want is to play and animation goes off at 120 frames a second. So if time, delta time, minus time since last time is greater than 0.5, update 2 times a second. Oh, I guess I don't have to have it be 120 frames a second. I should actually just give it logic where it's any amount of frame animation per second, but the game's everything else is 120 frames. Okay. Okay, I could do that. If you have a post-it notes on your desk and puppet them like how you want the cards to move, it'll help understand the movement. Well, we don't need card movement. I need card animation. I'm okay with cards instantly appearing on the field, so long as there's some sort of animation associated with it when they land. In Hearthstone, it's playing a creature and they just physically land on the table and dust flies up and everything. We don't need to get that fancy. What I'm thinking is that we use the bevel colors that goes around the art on the field that then expands around in a square. That's what I'm imagining in my head for like animation. I'm just wondering how to frame it where we don't have issues. So the basics thing is like, okay, update animation function. Float time is equal to get ticks. If time since whatever, update animation. Animation frame is equal to animation frame plus 1. Module, or not module. Modularity, fuck. What do you call it when you divide by something and you have leftover? That's, I forget what it's called. C++, what is this? Modulus, that's what it was. So if you have like 5 divided by 2, modulus that, 5 modulus 2 would be 1 because you have 1 left over. Divide? No. Modulo. Yeah, something like that. The idea here is that if you have like 5 divided by 5, you would get 1. 5 mod 5 is 0 because you have 0 left over. Does that make sense? So like, if you have 7 mod 3, it would be 1, right? Because you have 3 goes into 7 twice, and then you have 1 left over. So mod is that, right? So the idea here is you have your current animation frame is equal to the current animation frame plus 1 modulo the total frames. So if frame 5 is equal to frame 6 modulo 7 frames, then that's what it's equal to. So that would be 1 in that case. Are you looping your animation? No. Oh, no, I'm not. Actually, am I? Hold on. If I play a Colossus Dragon, I guess I could have like multiple waves go out. I don't need modulo, do I? Huh. I didn't know if you meant mod or divide, but it was one. Yeah, I guess I don't need that. I'm not really repeating things, am I? I just need to know, I just need to update the animation frame though, independent of the actual create animation function. That's what I'm figuring out in my head. So maybe we have a function that's like update field animations, and then we put all of our created animations in there. That would parse, except what happens if I play, 8 creatures in 1 second? How would I set that up? I guess I could have a vector that's dynamically increasing based on the amount of animations going off. So if I have like 3 cards played in a row, there would be 3 cards on the update animation vector. And then we call an update animation function where everything on the vector gets called to update the animation. I think that's how we do it. That must be. I don't know how else we're gonna do it. All right. So we are going to create, we're going to call a creature play animation, but this is going to be one of many functions that can create an animation. It will return, maybe we can build a struct out of it. Maybe a struct would contain the total distance that the animation is going to. Yeah, okay, I can kind of buy that. So we have a struct, export struct. Struct, animations to complete. Animation to complete. Do it like that. Well, now I'm thinking we need like a class for this. Do we have a class for like animations to complete? If we have a class that would allow me to have methods to like... Do I need methods though? Like the actual... This logic is gonna go away here. I'm gonna move this down. This is gonna go in the continue animation thing. This is just creating how much, distance there is between each case here. So 4, 5, 6, Anna, distance equal to 15, break, case 7, case 7 onward? I don't know how to put 7 and above. Case life is greater than 7. There we go. No! Case label value has already appeared in this switch at line 17. What? Life is less than 4. The value parameter life cannot be used as a constant? What? What? Why? Wait, I'm so confused. Why can't it? Oh, do I need something like int local temp is equal to life? If local temp is less than 4, that is so convoluted. Local temp cannot be used as a constant. What the fuck? If less than 4? Oh, come on. Dude, I swear to Christ. The worst part about C++ is fucking taking care of its slow, very slow cousin C. Dude, the syntax. All right, fuck that. We're making if statements. If Anna distance is less than 4, then... This is disgusting. Oh, no, not that. If life is less than 4. Man, sorry, I wanted to use a simple switch statements for clarity. No. We'll go 10. And a distance is equal to 20, and a distance is equal to 30, yada yada. Else if life is greater than 3 and life is less than 7. You know what? We can do less than equal to 3. Why not? We'll keep it simple. Is greater than 3 and less than equal to 6, then this. I don't think we need a class for animations yet. Else if life is greater than 6 then Anna distance is equal to 30. Well, let me clean this up a little. I like my else if statements to be on the same line. There we go. Beautiful. This is one of the weaknesses of switches. I ran into the same issue from time to time. Ugh. Why is life greater than 3 if you're already using an else? Listen here, you son of a bitch. Programming's hard, all right? That's why. Jeez. All right, next. Next, what are we doing here? We're not gonna worry about any other animations like card drawing animations, but what I want here is not the actual, what the animation will look like. What we need is either from a struct. You know what I think? This needs to return a standard vector. No, this is not returning a standard vector. This isn't returning a bool. This is returning an animation to complete object. That's what it's returning. So we need some sort of logic in here that will contain all of the numbers I need for a specific struct to be finishing the animation. Problem, when the animation is done, what do I do with the information? Hopefully it'll go out of scope. And bottom can just be an else. All right. Okay, you son of a bitch. There. Is that better? Is this more pretty? Jeez. Guy wants to be specific. Okay. So now we're going to return an animation to complete. This will go into a vector that will then play and iterate through every element that needs to continue an animation. So this is going to be an animation object. Now, everything in the game that is an animation will go into this module and be put as a struct for animation to complete. So what we need is an int for animation distance. We need an SDL color for, let's call it color 1. SDL color, color 2, just so we have some shades to work with. And well, if distance is an integer amount that you want to go to until the end of the animation, I need to know where to start. And that animation will start at an SDL F rect called rect. There, beautiful. And then all of this will be what we need. Do I need a renderer? I do need a renderer. But that can be called when we call the function. That's fine. Okay, sweet. So that's going to be the distance. So I think now all we do is we just call the function, right? No. We return, oh fuck. We'll make all that and then animation to complete. We're going to return that. So return, no, I don't even need to type that out. Return, and we're going to return the ana distance, animation distance. We're going to return the rect, color 1, color 2, and there we go. That's all we have to return. We don't even need an object for it. We don't need to instantiate anything, you know? Oh, the best power of a switch is that you don't have to break out of every section. They fall through if you don't. Yeah, true. True. Just ugly. All right, so there we go. So we're going to create the animation here. This will do the basic logic to find the distance. And then when we're done, add it to, well, create the struct that contains this information. Now, ignoring the vector we're going to have to create for that, okay? We'll come back to that later. Ignoring that, assuming we now have that in a vector to play every frame or however much time we need, every If it's 120 frames a second, we could play it like every other frame or something like that. But we'll go play all animations. So we need a standard vector. It's going to be object type animation to complete. It's going to be by reference, and it's going to be animations. Animation list, we'll call it that. Animation list, and then Gary, it's not a list. Yeah, shut the fuck up. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Animation list. That's going to have all of the rectangle colors, all that stuff. Do I need anything else here? Yes, I need an SDL renderer pointer renderer. And that should be all I need to play the animations, right? I don't think I need a timer, right? Do I need the current timer? I could give it that value. Yeah. And then set it to 0. Set timer to 2000, set it to 0. This is every 2 seconds. So you know what I could do is independent of the timer. Well, no, maybe I have a separate timer. So like maybe have like an animation timer or something like that. Yeah, okay. The best power in a Switch is that you don't have to break out of every section. They fall through if you don't. Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll play it every other frame, but that's something we'll do in the actual game loop. You know, we can change that separately. We don't need it to call it as like a parameter or anything. This is going to be a void, but we'll call void explicitly. Because why not? Everything still runs. Beautiful. So now we're gonna, by the end of this, we should click this button, play the cat, and a little animation should play around it. That's the goal. Hot take, if you don't know whether or not to give a function a value, just give it to it and take it away later if you don't need it. Yeah, but what if I'm lazy? Did you think about that? How's the demo state? Oh, it's done. You can play it. This is the demo as it is. So you play it and you have your little boom boom. And then they play stuff like Rustler, and then you get fucked by a bad draw, and then they play another Rustler. Oh my god, I got bricked, really. Anyway, the demo's out. You should see it in the description. If not, I can link it. It's in the Discord. Why are you seeing numbers here? What's this? Oh, those are ID values. Oh, those are debugging. Oh, you shouldn't see those. That's the release one too. Whoops. Okay, so play all animations. What do we want here? We have a vector, so we need to iterate through that. So for animation value, oh fuck. Auto address local animation going through animation list. So now L animation is the specific instance of that animation, and we have access to those values. So first we need to SDL set render draw blend mode renderer SDL blend mode blend. And that's just to set that value. And then at the end of it, set blend mode none. So that way, like text and all that doesn't get fucked. And then SDL set render draw color. 0, 0, 0, 55. And then this is going to be renderer. That. Beautiful. And then this needs to be deleted for a second. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So I think we do set that to black. So now L animation dot. So the distance is how far we want it to go. Fuck. So basically, we need it to play a frame of animation. No links? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I thought I had the link. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you guys. Don't worry. It is bugged. All right, it's not you, it's me. There, have the link. So that's the Google Drive. I would highly recommend you read the README. It comes with the program. Please read the README, okay? It is a tech demo in the lightest sense of the word. You can play the game. You're basically playing what is here on the screen now, right? You're gonna have your little creatures. You press the directions are in the README. You press space to advance the turn. It's obviously bugged. I know this. You know this. We all know this. It's meant to be like, the main reason I released it is so that you can go, you know, you can go Control-Alt-Delete. You can look at the program and it's like, how much CPU is it taking? And it's like 2.7%, and it's taking 177 megabytes of memory because it is extremely not compressed. But that's okay. That's for later. Compression's easy. All right. That's the easy part. The logic is the hard part. So yeah, you guys can play it. It's just play it in like the lightest sense of the word, you know? Animation list is already being iterated through. So with every animation, we need to draw a new frame of animation, which means this number needs to change and this number needs to change, which means this should not be const. This needs to be a copy. Okay, nothing here is const. I don't need const. I need a value to actually change. So we're doing this by copy, and then the actual object we do by reference, because that we are changing. BRB, well, BRB to you too. So the idea here is when we set blend mode, now we have a solid color to work with. So what do we do with it? We have a square that starts one frame away, X and Y. So negative X, negative Y, and then go forward and make a full square around. So SDL, well, how about this? We're gonna do a for loop, a regular for loop, not a ranged for loop. So for int I equals 0, no, it's not a for loop. We're doing this, oh God, we're doing every animation once per frame. So I don't need a for loop. I just need the actual rect to increase in size every time. So SDL set render draw color, and we're gonna draw it based on renderer and then lanim dot color 1 dot red. And then we're gonna do the same thing for all the colors. So R, G, B, alpha value. Okay, so that's that render draw color based on the color 1 of the vector animation to complete. So now we have the color set. So now L animation dot rect is going to be equal to the value of lanim dot rect plus 1. No, fuck. Rect dot x minus 1. That lets me do that, right? I don't need like a bunch of stupid ass parentheses everywhere. I bet I do. It's C++. Of course I do. Why did I even question it? Where's my music? Hello? Oh, SimCity 2000 music? No. No. SimCity 4 music. Oh. That's a vibe. Oh, baby. It's perfect. All right. Then L animation dot rect dot y, not anime, minus 1. So that's going to be our x and y value. Yes. In fact, this is good because it's recursive. Well, not really recursive, but it has that recursive nature. Because we're changing this by reference, this rect will go -1, -1, and then -1, -1, that kind of deal, right? So L animation dot, fuck. Same thing here. So it's width and height. So L animation dot rect dot width plus, hold on, let me think. If you have a square and you go -1, -1 on the x and y to get it to go left 1 and up 1, how far right do you have to go? It's left 1, up 1, right 1, right 1. So it's +2, right? L animation dot rect dot height +2. Man, drawing shaders from scratch. Let me tell you, chat. It's an adventure. So that's our rect. So now SDL render f rect, render copy x, render draw rect, render draw rect f. That's what it was. Now this one is gonna be renderer, fuck. No, that's good. That's good. L animation dot rect is the rect we're gonna draw, and it's gonna be by reference. Okay, sweet. We did it. If L animation dot, ooh, how do we start? That's where it's gonna get tough. How do I tell if the animation distance has gone too far? That's where it gets tough. How do I know if it's gone too far? Let's think about this. We already have a distance based on the life of the creature, right? 10, 20, 30 pixels wide, units, whatever it is, right? Based on the life of the creature. That's going to be saved here. Which means I already know how far it goes. But is there like a constant I can work with? It's kind of difficult. It's difficult because I guess I could just have another value here where it's like Anna start, something like that, which is always 0. And then the Anna start distance can just be rect dot x value. I mean, I could just do that. I could just make it a flow, but I really do want to stick with flat numbers here. I showed some specs in the Discord if you're interested. I feel like I want to start all my streams with a match of elements of the card game against the chatter. Cute! We're not going to have local networking until the end of production, because it's like the one thing, like when you network something, you're giving a lot of logic to like what you've already programmed in the game. Okay, the game runs pretty good actually. My CPU utilization is around 50%, GPU is around 45%, using integrated graphics. Oh, hype. Thank you. Damn, integrated graphics, holy shit. That's based. Thank you. The game runs good. Well, that's C++ for you. Look at that, motherfucking integrated graphics, and I only used 45% of it. Sweet. Aphrodite, oh, when the game comes out, don't you worry. It's already gonna be a completely free-to-play game. I don't even plan to have any charges in the game. It's gonna be peer-to-peer networking, so I don't even need a server to match people. It's gonna be like, if you wanna play against somebody, you're probably gonna have to just get their like Steam ID. That's probably what I'm gonna do, is you'll get somebody's Steam ID and they get your Steam ID, and you just match against each other in that moment by searching for each other's ID, and then it's like matched, okay, play the game together, you know? So in that regard, that would work. I don't know if everyone wants to give away their Steam ID though. Maybe there's a better way to do it, but that's kind of what I have in mind. Which means I don't have to pay any server costs. It's peer-to-peer PvP, you know? So I could have a float value as the animations start for the .x. Maybe we just go int? We just round? Oh yeah, implicit conversion, baby. Or I guess this is explicit conversion. Oh, you can see your opponent's deck if you're a host? Oh, well, don't cheat. Well, I mean, shit, you're not supposed to, all right? Don't do it, all right? We can all just like honor code? I don't know. That's kind of the plan anyway. Maybe I should specify I was watching streams, so it could be less than what I could be using. I'll check to see though. Oh, it's up to you guys. As long as it's working good as is, like I can, well, the biggest problem with the game right now is memory usage, but that's more of like me having the entire, where's my, I have, sorry, I've been playing Civ 4 lately. That's why I have art everywhere right now. That's why under card art, like a lot of these are uncompressed, just full images, and that's very much not good. So like a lot of this needs to get compressed. Ah, that reverse time spell. Every time I see it, I gush. I love the clock he put on there too. It's very, very nice. To set up Twitch integration, force the window half off the screen so the streamer doesn't see their opponent's hand, and let the opponent type a number for which action they want to take on the screen. That'll obviously be no problem to set up. Oh. Nah, it's fine. That's overthinking it. I like my current way. It's going to be released on Steam. It's going to be free to play. Just match up with your Steam friends. What'll happen is, what I'm imagining, chat. Okay, hold on. Let me draw up paint. Flashbang. Get ready. Boom. Okay, so what I'm imagining is this, chat. So you're in your PvP screen. You have this, this, and this, okay? This is your Steam ID. Or whatever, Steam account. I don't think I'm going to show your ID to everyone. And then you match up against, you know, Steam ID of whoever you're playing against, right? Just ... And then they're going to search for you. Now, here's the thing. When you match up, the first thing it's gonna ask you is like, okay, what .json do you want to play with? There's, you know, there's the first one, which is default.json. Fuck, I'm out of room. .json. So the idea here, right? .json file is the moddable file, right? So the idea is you can both play with each other on the default JSON file, right? Which is like the default, like the numbers I put for all the creatures and all that, the primary balanced experience. Or you can have mod.json. The only thing I'm gonna check with multiplayer is that both of you have the same JSON file. That's the only thing I care about. But if you guys want to play a modded experience, you can do that, right? Who's Jason? No, it's a JSON file. It's like a Java, well, not really Java, but it's like a data entry file, you know? So the idea here is, you know how I have like Schrodinger's cats, 1 cost. Well, let's say you want to play a modded game with a friend and you're like, you know what? I want Schrodinger's cat to be free. It's gonna be more fun that way. Well, as long as you both have the same modded .json file with those new numbers, you guys can play against each other. So that's kind of what I'm imagining in my head how I do this. So, in other words, in order to play modded elements of the game, you both have to have the modded file. So you both, with your friend on your Steam ID and your Steam account, you both load the same JSON file. Or you both just play the default file, you know? That's how I'm imagining multiplayer will work in elements of the game. But that shouldn't be that hard to set up, right? It's just perfectly match the .json files. If they're matched, start the game. At that point, it's an honor system. If people want to cheat, if people want to do something else, that's like, you know, it's your friend. Like, who are they gonna cheat against your friend? You can't mod a whole lot with just JSONs though. Oh ho ho! In a card game? Oh bitch! Don't you worry about that. I don't see what, hold on. You can do a lot. Like, as long as, like, even card art would be similar, right? As long as the actual name of whatever you're modding is the same name, so Aphrodite Death Dragon, you can replace this with like an anime girl or something, right? Like a little anime girl with like a dragon skull head and holding a scythe, right? Or like Aphrodite Firefly, so it'd be like some little anime girls with fireflies in their heads holding swords, right? Like, the idea is that you can mod whatever you want in terms of pictures and all that. I don't know if the other person can see it. That's going to be a little bit more difficult, but... Can you create a new ability? Nope. Abilities are the one thing I will hard code into the game, because there's a lot of factors that go into abilities, and it's not as easily moddable. I do think, however, you can use already existing abilities on any card, because I don't see why that's not the case. Because if I go to my module here to load game, which is basically what the JSON file is going to be, like Firefly Queen has the ability spawn Firefly, but I don't see why she couldn't have like revive or growth or whatever. It's just a tag of the ability. The abilities themselves are not even on a vector right now. They're hard-coded. I'm not going to change that. But as far as like what creature has what, I don't see why I can't let you have like a creature with any given ability. Femboy. Okay, you got a little bit of femboy today. Okay, just a smidgen. Just a schneckle, all right? Oh, sorry, did you want to... Shit, hold on, let me turn off Femboy for a second. Did you want to see my mouse, Aphrodite? Were you asking about that? Look, here's my mouse pad. Ah, patooey. I spit on my mouse pad. That's how I get it. That's how I move. Look, Mom, I'm gaming. Ah. We could make a pic of Gary as the brew crawler. True, you could. I was trying to draw from memory. Oh, I see, I see. You can't mod a whole lot with JSONs though. Well, what can you mod right now with a JSON file? You can give a name to a creature, the name as it appears in your hand, because sometimes the text is a little big. The art that's used for the creature, the ID for the creature, which theoretically means you can just, you can add creatures to the game. You don't need... Does that make sense? You don't need to mod the existing creatures. You can actually just use the... You can create new creatures, you know? As long as it has a new ID that doesn't conflict with anything already in the game. Is it a creature or a relic or a spell? Well, creature or relic right now. It's going to be the cost of the card, the element it is, its attack, its defense, and its one ability. We're just doing one abilities, okay? One ability can do multiple things, but it is just one ability. But yeah, that's kind of what's moddable right now. Is there anything else you guys want moddable? I'm not gonna let you make whole new abilities. I can't imagine the nightmare that would be to like... Although, I guess I could let you change the cost of the abilities. Like, am I that... Like, would it be that hard to make Dead and Alive, instead of cost 1 entropy, have it cost like 3 life or something like that? I don't think that would be that bad. I don't think that'd be that bad at all. I could do that if it's wanted. Will there be a generic spawn ability which you could feed a card name? Yeah, I can do that. Right now, all spawn is... Here, we'll pull up the spawn Firefly ability here. So under the spawn... Where's my switch statement? Spawn Firefly, it is currently Sorry, it's been a while since I changed it. There we go. Add creature to field based on this ID. It's shield. It's life, or is it a shield, or is it a weapon? And then this is its attack and life. So I get. Hold on. This needs fixed. This would be creature list bracket 4 dot attack. Yeah, that's possible. I can do that. So this is already just spawn a firefly. Well, it's just spawn on this. So I guess I could change this ability to just spawn a creature and then give it whatever ID number that you dictate. Yeah, I could do that. I don't see the problem with that. I mean, spawn firefly surely could just be spawn creature int ID. Yep, I'm agreeing for the same thing. I think that is exactly what you can do. I'm probably not going to mod regardless, but yeah, without being able to actually create new cards, I don't see there being too much fun in it. Yeah, Pharaoh's going to be also spawning a creature. Mitosis also spawn a creature with some caveats. But yeah, I don't see why I can't do that. That seems simple enough. This is already like spawn a creature, this ID. Yeah, I don't see a problem with it. But that's for later though. That's down the line. That's not something we're gonna worry about right now. So yeah, I guess you could have some generic ability to make abilities. Use whatever art you want, use whatever creatures you want. You can add creatures to the game, so it's not like a fighting game where you're set with like the same amount of characters. It's not an array, it's a vector. Is there anything else a person would want? I guess if I really wanted to, I could let you dynamically change the number of elements in the game. So, theoretically, could you remake Magic the Gathering? I guess I could, like, I guess if we're going on Steam with Workshop enabled, I guess I could make a mod to the game that allows you to play with old elements the game rules. Would people want that? I guess I could do that and just have it as like a day one mod. No, Graveyard would make Magic the Gathering impossible. I don't know, as Magic the Gathering's whole purpose is to mess with the graveyard. I feel like games would objectively improve if you did not have access to the graveyard. I don't know. Doesn't that ruin kind of like every card game is just like access to the graveyard? I feel like games get so fucking fast. Magic the Gathering requires a oh yeah, you guys have like chains and stacks and shit. Yeah, we don't have counter spells. That's true. I guess it would be trivial to add something like, it would be pretty easy for me to add a card to Elements the game that's like, while this card is in your hand, counter the next spell played. I could add that pretty easily. So it would be like, what do you call it in Yu-Gi-Oh? A hand trap? Yes, but to everything? Yeah. I guess I could like counter next spell played, counter next creature played. I could add cards like that pretty easily, but I really don't want a situation where it's like you play a spell and you ask your opponent, hey man, are you good? And then they wait 30 seconds, or sorry, 29.9 seconds. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm good. I was like, fuck, okay, I'm gonna play this other card. Are we good? And then they wait another 29.9 seconds. Fuck that, all right? We don't do that here, okay? Okay, so we have our Anna start, Anna distance. If Anna distance minus L animation Anna start is, oh fuck, that's not what I want. If L rect dot X minus start. Wait, what the fuck do I want? Hold on. If start is wherever the X value started, we don't need this down here. I guess we could. It doesn't matter either way. If that value's X value is greater than or equal to animation start distance is like a flat value. So I guess it's more like if L animation dot ana distance is less than or equal to animation X minus ana start. Is that stupid? Is this stupid? It's kind of stupid. Is this number right? If 10 is less than or equal to this value that you started on minus, no, the current value minus the start value. Yes, because this is going to be 0, and then it's going to be 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and eventually it's going to get to 10. And then that'll be the final time it runs. Otherwise, forget it. And then probably what I'll do is I'll build up the animations, and then at the end of like the game, right? And like when you're loading the main menu, however long that'll take, we just flush the vector. A while back, I played a game called Cards with a K. It had a really interesting mechanic called countermeasures. There's a priority order for who has to announce they want to play a response. It only really matters if things are competitive. Nah, I really don't want like a response system. I really like the original elements of the game and how they did it. And you'd have to have the timer go every time a card is played too. You can't just do it when the opponent has a counter, so you're giving away info. Yeah. That was for Magic the Gathering. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, we're not gonna do no timer system. Fuck that. Listen, you get 60 seconds. If you need longer than that, you DC from the game, okay? I'm gonna have 0 tolerance for people who wait shit out for so long. God, I hate long turn timers. It's what drove me away from Hearthstone. So I think that's our animation. And the idea here is it's gonna iterate through the whole animation list. So yeah, 50 cards in, but what it'll do is like, okay, first animation, no, it's done. Second animation, no, it's done. Third animation, done. Fourth, oh, we still need to do the fourth. Do this, right? So the idea is that, yeah, we're gonna build up like 50 plus animations that are quote unquote done, well, that are done. And then at the end of the round, we just flush the vector and just empty it and we just start over, right? But that's what loading screens are for. Okay, so that's done. Now what we need to do is actually add to the vector. I need to make a vector. I could make the vector here. It'd be kind of clunky though. Let's not do that. Let's instead import animation and sound. So now we're gonna make a vector. Do I need to make a vector here? I kind of need to make a vector here, don't I? Yeah, okay, we can make a vector here. Standard vector animation to complete. And we're gonna call this animation list. So add creature to field. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna call create creature play animation. And then what I need is the renderer, the SDLF rect, which is it's the field point value, right? Player 1 field dot Oh, God. Wait. It's the add creature to field function that's actually doing this. Okay, hold on. I can do that. Where's my field module? Import field. No, fuck. Import animation and sound. Wait, is add creature to function going to be doing this? Add creature to field. Is this actually going to be taking this? I feel like I'm tossing it to the wolves here. But yeah, this won't have the information I need. This doesn't work. So the problem is how do I get that F rect? Because this already knows where it is on the field. I need that F rect in order to know. Seismic! Oh my goodness, we just did Femboy, but that's okay. Hi, Seismic. How's it going? How's it hanging? How's it going, my dude? Oh, the bit. Oh, you know what that reminds me? Hold on. Hold on. That's right. Space Cadet Aphrodite drew us a bow. Let's use it. Am I cute, chat? Am I adorbs? I think I'm adorable. All right, hold on. Minimize. Oh, adorbs! Adorbs approved. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, how are you doing? Dandy? Who just messaged me? One mutual server. Matt Tenchis. Oh, hi there. Dandy. Thank you for asking. Hey, that was weird. Just a random person from a random old VTuber I streamed with. Tired, but here for the first time in forever? Yes! We're making a video game, Seismic! Look, this is our video game. We press space, and then we wait for the AI to play. Oh my goodness, we have an AI who drew really well. So we have our little cat, we have our little catcher. Press space. So Vulture is oh shit, I should have done that, my bad. Vulture is working out better. You know what? Let's make Boneyard first. Okay, this is elements of the game. Oh my goodness. So this is not going to do anything, right? Correct. Space. Now this guy should gain +2/+2, right? So this should turn into a 2/3. Wait, what the fuck? I don't understand Vulture. Every time I think I understand how this card is bugged, I get this Vulture getting 1/2 and this Vulture getting 3/4. How are the Vultures getting different stats? Oh, I do not understand. That is beyond my knowledge. Oh my god, Firefly Queen, you're going crazy here. Also, I need to fix those health bars. That's really annoying. How did you get 6/7? Why do you reset to 0? Dude, I swear to God, Vulture is just like the nightmare card to program. It's like everything that can go wrong goes wrong with this card. It's wild. Are we gonna die? Uh-oh. Are we dead? Oh, no, no, no. They don't. They have empathic bonds, which heal me. Oh, they're bugged. Listen, I never said this game wasn't bugged, all right? Chill. Oh, look, we get to play an Amethyst Dragon. By the way, every card he puts out there heals me for 1. Oh, I just won. I don't know why empathic bond heals me. That's another bug I need to, like, figure out. Amethyst Dragon, and we win. Maced. I like that I haven't lost a game yet. Oh, it might be because the AI is healing you for like 20 HP a turn unintentionally. So that's a problem. Yeah, it's impossible to lose. It is. It's because both the dragons and they have empathic bonds that are healing you, which is really funny because Firefly Queen is actually like a really rough deck to play against if you don't have creature control. Although, to be fair, chat, remember, Maxwell's Demon doesn't work, and that's how you control a lot of Firefly Queen's fireflies. So it's kind of balanced out in a weird way. More in your favor. Forget Ghost Mare, Vulture Mare, new meta. Ah. But yeah, Vulture is hella bugged. All right, so how do we get the original rectangle to play the animation on without having access to the field point value? An easy way to do it is when we add creature to field. Is that even returning a value? It's returning a bool value. You know, if I was a dick, I could just get rid of this error reporting. Oh, do I get rid of this and return the rectangle? Basically, the problem is add creature to field is playing a creature iterating through the entire field, right? In our order that we want. The problem is in order to play the animation based on that field point value, I need access to that rectangle, but at no point in the main game loop is that ever seen. The main game loop doesn't care, it just calls the function. So I guess what I could do... The problem is if I put the animation start, like add it to the vector in the add creature to field function, it does not have access to part of what I need, which is the SDL colors, which are the bevel colors for the element in play. If I wanted to get rid of that creative side, the goal was if you play an entropy card, you get like purple waves. If you get like a time card, you get yellow waves, gravity gets orange, life gets green, fire red. Basically, the idea was that based on the card element you play, you get different waves, which I think is pretty cool. The problem is how to call it, because if I call it on the field point value to get access to where the rectangle starts, I can't call the colors. I guess I could have it as a parameter for add creature to field, where I just call SDL colors there and then I return. Well, I don't have to return any value, actually. Is there any other point I use that Boolean value add creature to field? I think AI is the only other one that has it, right? Add creature to field. Also not using it. Okay, we're gonna change it. So instead of being a bool value, you're gonna be returning an animation to play? What's it called? Hold on, vector animation to complete. So you need to import animation and sound. And there's no circular modularity here because animation and sound will not be importing anything. I want this to be as open as possible. So, under that logic, now what we need, animation to complete, is what it's going to be returning. Sweet. So now... Oh, no, it's not returning an animation to complete. Is it though? It can be. What does it need? It needs a distance, a start, a rect, color, color. This is going to return an animation to complete animation. Do I want this to return anything? Or no? Hold on, I'm dumb. No. That's gonna animation and sound. Okay, that's gonna stay. This is still gonna return a Boolean value. That doesn't have to change. I'm not returning a value. I'm calling the function, which will do its own thing. The problem is now I need to add to a vector. So what I need is I need 3 new parameters. I need a standard vector, animations to complete, reference, animation list, and then I also need SDL color 1, SDL color 2, and I think that's it. Now, the whole purpose of that long-ass function is only... Oops. Is only... So now... Geez, that's a huge parameter. Is now I can call the animations whenever we do this. So, instead of returning true, I can now... Animation to complete... Animation, fuck. Creature play animation, taking in the parameter of a renderer. Oh, I don't have access to the renderer. Oh, that's so cringe. I am making this so complicated. SDL, renderer. This is so unnecessary. Renderer. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. This is so unnecessarily complicated. No. Okay. Beautiful. So now we have the renderer. We need the frect, which is field dot creature row 1 bracket 3 dot render rect, all that just for that. We need the integer, which is the life of the creature, which is life. Color 1, color 2. And then we need the vector, which is animation list dot pushback. Whatever the fuck came out of that. Copy, paste, semicolon. There we go. Beautiful. Easy peasy. Then we just copy paste everything, just depending on what value it is. This may look silly, but the reason why I have to have this 315 here is because we want the creature summoned in a very specific order, and it does look goofy, but here we can start doing like I and creature row 2. And then creature row 3. And then relic row, that's gonna be fine. I was thinking about how a relic's gonna work, but I guess relics do have life. Good job, Gary. You've already kind of accidentally solved the problem. There's gonna be a lot of life on some of those, but they'll be a thing. Okay. So now all of the animations are done. Or not done, but now they're created. So they exist on this vector that I'm going to call. So global renderer. Then I need to call SDL. No, fuck. I need the vector. Animation list. Yeah. And then I need the color of temp creature 2 dot. Wait, why does find card from ID is undefined? Wait, what's undefined? Load game, deck, game logic. Deck? Okay, well, let's fix this first. This is temp creature 2 dot bevel color 1. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, I forgot. Cards should contain a oh my God, it's an element? Jesus. Okay, hold on. Temp creature, no. I need element. This is so hard to do by memory. Oh, God. Please, IntelliSense, come back to me, baby. Okay, hold on. cards. How do you know what element type you are? You are element type. Dot. Now we go to the element tab, and you're going to be Quanta Bevel 1. And then copy. Not go all the way back. Copy, paste, Quanta Bevel 2. Okay, that's the function. Okay, sweet. Now, things are broken. So what's broken? Warning. Template? The template instantiation context. Oh, that's fine. Possible loss of data. Add creature to field does not take 7 values. Ah, fuck. Now this needs the renderer. Okay, we're gonna disable Spawn Firefly for a bit. Okay, graveyard, same deal. Nothing else adds a creature to a field. I need to fix the AI. Okay, this is gonna need the renderer. Oof. Okay, never mind. We're gonna comment that out for a second. I just want to see if this even works. Okay, if everything worked out, chat, I can click this cat and something is gonna happen. But let's find out together. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let's get out of this for a second. Okay. Woo! Yeah, let's find out. Shit. Nothing's happening. Which is interesting. Let's try to play a really big creature, I guess. The big creature will have the biggest distance. Maybe it's just a matter of not being seen well. AI's not playing anything on purpose, by the way. I disabled it. I'm trying to get any creature here. That'll help here. I'm trying to get like a bone dragon or there we go. Perfect. Okay. So now we're going to summon a bone dragon. Let's see if that does anything because that'll have 16 health. That triggers everything by max. All right. Bone dragon, plain animation. I didn't play anything, guys. Okay. What happened? So Bone Dragon has 30 distance. We then return the animation to complete value, which right now gets called as part of a pushback onto the animation list vector. Oh, I'm not calling the actual function to animate it. Okay, my bad. Play all animations. Okay, my B. So now we're gonna do everything first, and then under the card draw and under the font numbers, above the font numbers, we're gonna draw, this might help if I actually do it, play all animations. Oh, global renderer, and then play all animations, which needs a vector, which is animation list. Okay, let's see if that helps. Look at Discord. Oh my god! Wait, what? I knew it. Gary the Goo Boy is a weeb. He has the anime tag on Twitch? What? No, I don't. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay, that needs removed. I don't know why that's there. That's fake news. Okay, I don't need none of your sass. All right? Oh my god. Discord's freaking out. They found the tag. Okay, let's actually test this for real. All right. Cat, when I play you, please have a cool little purple animation. Here, let's even zoom in for you guys. All right, when I play this cat, there had better be an animation, okay? Was there an animation? Hold on. We're gonna play a bigger creature here. I don't see animations. Hold on, let's see if we can play like a death dragon or something. Maybe that'll help. If it's animating, it's happening in less than a frame. Well, no, it's every 30 frames. Which is 1/4 of a second, by the way. But your eyes can catch 1/4 of a second, you know? Could those be behind the actual creature? It shouldn't be. It should be a distance of 10 pixels. Like right now, you see that little thin purple or thin black line around these, which gives like a little transparent effect to give some measure there. So like when I highlight Schrodinger's, you see the card that pops up here, that really thick black border, that's with no transparency values whatsoever. But around the actual creatures, you'll notice there's a bit of a black blur there. I don't have shaders. Those are actually hand-drawn, like line by line pixels of how it looks. So like as we go into the next turn here, you see my abilities highlight. Those are also drawn, but like the distance of the animation is 10 pixels. This is like 8, this yellow border here, which is super clear and super crisp, right? So even if it's like 1/4 of a second, the distance is so large that 1/4 of a second should be able to be caught by the human eye. That should be there. But, you know, we have things like, you know, hopefully I draw like a death dragon so I can actually show you guys. There we go, bone dragon. Okay, so we have a bone dragon. Now when I play this, it should go a distance of 30, so it should be really big. So let's play it. Nothing. So there is no animation. There you go. Nice. What are you doing? Streaming. Sorry, somebody's PMing me. Man, this music is just going just ham. Holy shit, SimCity 4, calm down. What's a vibe? Let's do like Sims. Let's do like Sims 1 building music. I think that's like my favorite, like piano-based anything. It's so pleasant. It's just so easy on the ears. Do 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 do. City Skylines music is nice. It's a little bit of a it's a little bit like that. I'm not huge on it. Also, does anyone really want to listen to City Skylines music after the disaster that was City Skylines 2? Oh, play all animations. Now, the whole point of this is that we iterate through the whole list, we run it once, and then that's it. And then we recursively increase the value. Okay, everybody, I'm super thankful for the 15 viewers we have right now, but I'm tired and I want to eat. So everyone, come here, give me kisses. Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good evening. I stream every single day at 4:30 p.m. PT. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. God damn it. PST. Thank you for everything. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Goodbye. We'll be back tomorrow with more animations. Oh, it'll be exciting. All right. See you later, guys. My neighbors are going to kill me. They're like walking right above me.